Hi, I'm Maxime Valois.
And I'm Jean-François Langto.
Today we'll talk about buttons or knobs, the science of knobology.
But we'll do it Canadian style. And for those of you who wonder what it means, no, it doesn't mean that we're doing this drunk. It means that it's going to be fun.
So let's start with the on button.
And I suggest that if it's too much to handle for you now, you should stop here and do something else.
The on button, well, I don't know what to say. It's on the left. So let's go on.
Say nothing.
First step in using ultrasound is actually getting prepared, placing the machine appropriately so we're not kind of in a weird position, but we're comfortable doing the examination on the patient's bedside.
And if you don't plug the machine, you'll be able to notice at first hand that the battery actually doesn't last that long, even if the rep of the machine tells you it does.
Gel will help generate good images, so have plenty handy.
But it's not a button? Why are we talking about gel?
Well, we can put gel on buttons.
All right. So the first step
is actually choosing the probe.
If you're lucky enough to have a tray, you'll see that you'll have a probe selector located right underneath the machine.
So that makes life easy. But if you don't, you'll just have to place the probe manually underneath the machine. So you put it in the hole where it fits.
And this should be easy. If you try to force it, you'll break it.
So here it's done. We can proceed to doing the ultrasound.
But let's record an exam.
So by selecting the patient button, we can enter patient information. And once that's done, well, we press the done button.
All right. Moving on with the exam. Let's choose the appropriate depth and make sure that the region of interest covers roughly 80 to 90% of the screen. So you see that the depth button is located close to the trackpad as seen on the picture.
The other function we'll use very, very frequently is the gain function, which allows to modulate the amount of energy shown on the screen.
In the Sonosite machine, there's no time gain compensation curve, but you can adjust the gain for the whole image or adjust it for the near field or for the far field.
So this is the gain button for the full screen. You adjust gain for all of the screen. This is the bottom half of the screen only, and this adjusts the near field.
If this gets too complicated for you, well, you can always use auto gain.
Okay, now how do we switch from cardiology to radiology convention?
This scares a lot of people.
Oh yeah. You just have to understand that these buttons, circled in red in the image in the top right corner, are actually a menu, a on-screen menu.
And the menu is located in the bottom of the screen, the little blue line. So to change the marker, it's on the second page of the menu, and you see it right now what you have to do. And you can put it everywhere you want.
Okay, so that's a good thing to know. Now let's measure something. The caliper and select button are near the trackpad, so we press caliper, place the caliper where we want to start measuring, then press select and place the second caliper at the other end of the object we want to measure, like here. The measure itself is displayed in the bottom left corner of the screen.
You can use the zoom button also. This will allow you, obviously, to zoom a specific portion of the screen. But this won't give you necessarily a better image because the image might now become pixelized. But it can be, let's say, useful when you try to look for a fetal heart.
I don't know what happened to that screen, but it does remind us you have to clean the machine from time to time.
Canadian style.
Okay, so let's go beyond B mode. Let's work with M mode. Whenever you press the M mode button here on the machine, it asks you to place this cursor. So you place the cursor over whatever structure you want to analyze.
And if you use M mode, that means you want to analyze motion over time.
Sure, so once you've done that, you press the M mode button again, and this will start the M mode in the bottom of the screen like we're seeing right now.
This guy would he be fluid responsive or not?
I don't know.
That's a whole other subject.
Okay, now color Doppler. To To use color Doppler, we'll place the box over the structure we want to interrogate.
So use the trackpad to move the box. And why would you want to use color? Well, it can be to make sure that there's some flow in the structure you're looking for, or that there's no flow in the structure you're looking for. Let's say you're not sure if it's a lymph node or a vein.
Then the color will be red or orange if the motion is towards the probe, whereas it will be blue if it's moving away from the probe.
Well said, Maxime. The last mode we're going to check is the Doppler mode. If you want to measure velocity inside a vessel. So you need to put the gate roughly parallel or less than to a 30-degree angle from the structure you're looking for.
And then you can adjust what we can call the baseline, so you see all of the curve on the screen. You do that with the menu, the on-screen menu. Okay, now that we've seen the structure we were looking for, we can either take a clip of it as a clip button or save a picture. The save button, both are on the right side of the trackpad.
To record a clip, well, the first thing you need to know is that you can change the length of the clip you record, and this will be done through the menu on the bottom of the screen.
The other option which you may want to modify is whether you record prospectively, like this, it is the case right here, or retrospectively. Now, we won't go into data archiving systems because that can vary a lot from region to region, country to country, even between hospitals. But we'll just go over how to save your clips, your images on a USB key.
Well, for this, the first thing you need to do is you need to end your exam. So you'll push again the patient button, and then you'll say end. You'll push the end button.
Once that's done, we'll be going with the review button to select whichever patient we want to export to the USB key.
And once this is done, there's a box that's going to appear on the screen, and you just have to push the export button and wait and wait and wait, because actually
well, that depends. If you select all, you'll wait very long, Jean-François.
No, but seriously, this operation can take plenty of time if you have a lot of clips in it.
But you still can use the machine while it's exporting, so that's a good thing to know. So I hope this was
informative.
Yeah.
Even fun?
Maybe. It goes over the basic functions. If you want to know more, well, there's lots more to learn about each and every function of the machine.
So come to the workshops.
See ya.